What would you do if you were keeping a secret from someone? I mean, this was a secret that really consumed you with an awful lot of feelings of guilt and maybe haunted your every waking moment. Would you really want to reveal it? Even if you knew that this would devastate somebody and probably ruin your relationship with them forever.
I had an affair with his brother for 3 months.
What do you think he's going to do?
I'm afraid he's going to leave me. There's something I really got to tell you. I had an affair with him for 3 months, and I'm so sorry.
Secret is I've been having a sexual relationship with one of his friends. Scott, I've been seeing Dean.
It's my friend, it's my mom. It doesn't seem right to me.
Do you have any idea what it is?
Absolutely none.
I'm just gonna tell you.
Tell me. Oh, Chris, there are certain things I can deal with and certain things I can't.
Cindy, say hello to your high school sweetheart. I want you to meet Rachel. Rachel is here to reveal a secret to her fiancé, Dick, and she's afraid that when he finds out, that may be the end of that marriage. Rachel's fiancé is somewhere where he can't hear what we're saying, and we're going to bring him out in a few minutes. Rachel, you said it was important for you to finally be honest with Dick before you get married.
Yes, it is. I wanted to start off on a clean slate and be very honest with him.
Okay. Tell me, how long have you known each other? A little bit about the relationship.
We've known each other for a little bit over a year. The relationship, it's rocky, but...
You sure you want to marry somebody if the relationship is rocky?
Yeah. It's just, it's all me. I'm scared.
You're scared of marriage, of a commitment?
Yeah, it's going to be my second marriage.
Okay.
And I'm nervous, I'm scared, but I really love him.
Do you love him?
I love him with all my heart.
That's very, very important. Then maybe we can get over the rocky thing, especially if you know that you're the problem, one of the reasons why it's rocky. Now, you've been keeping a secret from him. Tell me what it is, how it happened, and why you want to tell him.
I had an affair with his brother for 3 months.
Now, tell me how that came about.
Dick had stayed home to babysit his nephew, and I went out with a girlfriend, and me and Dick's brother met up in the bar, and he acted like I was his girlfriend. And
was he married?
No.
Okay. Every time Dick went out, that's when you were with his brother?
Yes.
Okay. How long did this affair last?
About 3 months.
3 months. Do you think that you were trying to sabotage your relationship with Dick? If you say you're afraid of commitment, all you have to do is turn around and have an affair with his brother, and that kind of ends that, right? I mean, maybe somewhere in the back of your mind, do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Do you think Dick knows that anything went on?
No.
No idea?
No idea.
How long has it been over?
For about 6 months.
Okay. Why do you want to tell him about it at all?
Because I love him and I care about him and I want to be with him for the rest of my life.
Okay. Now, are you afraid, because I would be, are you afraid that his brother, that somebody will tell, that his brother will tell him?
No.
You're not afraid that his brother would tell him? I would be afraid that one day the two brothers get in an argument and the other one blurts it out.
No, I'm not worried about that at all.
Okay. So you're telling him purely on your own, not out of any fear?
No.
Just to clear the air?
Yep.
Are you scared?
Very.
What do you think he's going to do?
I'm afraid he's going to leave me.
Were you engaged when the affair with his brother took place?
No. No.
You were not engaged when the affair with his brother took place?
No.
Let's bring him out, and you can talk to him. I wish you well. Dick, thank you very much. Hi, Sally. Thank you very much for coming and being here with us. You know that you're here because Rachel wants to talk to you.
Yes.
You also know that she, or if you don't know, she loves you very, very much.
Yes, I know that.
You also know that she must be pretty afraid to tell you something,
Yes.
or she wouldn't want to do it in front of all these people to protect her. You said you're willing to hear whatever she has to say. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Before you hear from Rachel, can I find out a little bit about you?
Sure.
I understand that you two are going to get married.
Yes.
When?
Either this year or next year. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
How do you feel about her?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what has been troubling her?
No idea.
No.
Dick. There's something I really got to tell you. And I love you very much, and I want to be with you for the rest of my life. But when we were living with I had an affair with him for 3 months, but nothing happened since. And I'm so sorry. And I love you only, and I want to be with you for the rest of my life.
This is very painful. You know, I would normally ask you what your reaction is, but I think sometimes when you hear news that's shocking, it has to register, right? Yeah. Is there something you want to say to her?
I don't have nothing to say.
No?
No. Nothing.
Do you want to sit down and talk about it privately somewhere?
That could be a possibility, yes.
Would that be better?
Yeah.
Will you tell me about your feelings a little later on? How
Sure.
you're feeling after you've had a chance to talk privately?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure you're okay?
I was ready for anything.
We'll be right back.
The secret is that I've been having a sexual relationship with one of his friends.
How do you feel about her?
Sex is good.
Yeah?
I'm just gonna tell you. Okay.
Tell me. Oh, Chris, there's certain things I can deal with and certain things I can't.
She was not engaged.
You okay?
I'm just.
This is Peggy. Peggy is the single mom. She's how old?
39.
39. She's the single mom of a 22-year-old son named Scott. And today Peggy has a secret to reveal to him that she's not so sure how he's going to take this news. In fact, her words might be betrayal. Her son Scott is waiting in a secluded area. He cannot see or hear what's going on, and we're going to bring him out in a minute. Peggy, before you reveal the secret, tell me about your relationship with your son.
Well, I've raised Scott pretty much by myself. I've been divorced for a while, and Scott and I have had a real close relationship, and we've been real honest with each other. And that's how we live our lives together. And he's a delightful young man, and we have a good and close relationship, which I suppose is why this bothers me.
Bothering you
Yes.
so much. You say you love him more than anything, but you've been keeping a big secret. What is the secret?
Yes, I do love him very much. The secret is that I've been having a sexual relationship with one of his friends.
Is this a friend that he's very close to?
He's pretty close to him. They've been good friends for a long time.
How did it begin?
Well, I've always enjoyed having the kids over at the house, you know. Ever since he was younger, and I've always teased with his friends, you know. I've always teased with them, and they just think I'm crazy. They go, oh, you know, never mind me. But this one started teasing back.
And his name?
His name is Dean.
Right. How often are you and Dean together? Sexually?
As often as we can. It seems to be usually 2 or 3 times a week anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
Does the age difference at 39 and he's 20, does that bother you?
Not in bed.
Okay. Now, why tell your son at all? If he hasn't found out by now, why tell him?
Well, he needs to know this for one thing because other people know.
And he's going to find out one way or the
He's
other.
going to find out some way, and I'd rather it be from us. I think that we can deal with it in a better fashion this way.
How do you think he's going to react?
Oh, Sally, I don't know. I don't know. Scott thinks that moms are made of stone and that moms don't have feelings.
Oh, yeah. And no kid that age thinks of his parents as doing it.
Doing it.
Yeah.
He can't possibly see me as a sensual, sexual woman.
Because you're his mom.
Right. But Dean
Well,
sees me as a sensual, sexual woman.
But
not
you
as a
see,
mom.
that I understand because a lot of kids say that. They can't see anything sexual about their parents.
Right.
I guess here is the moment of truth. We're going to bring Scott out. Remember, he has no idea what he's about to hear from his mom, so would you be sensitive about that, if you could? You have agreed to pretty much do whatever he reacts that you should do. Is that true?
Well, his wishes are important to me. That's why we're here, is that we want to get it out in the open and see how Scott wishes to deal with it. So.
Okay, you're going to find out how he wishes to deal with it.
Right.
Okay. Hello, Scott.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. As you know, your mother wanted you to come here today because she has an important secret that she wants to tell you. Do you have any idea what it is?
Sally, I really don't know because, I mean, she's so unpredictable, it could be anything.
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 Right? Okay. Is she a good mom?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
For the most part. That's not exactly a rave review, so.
I mean, most mothers, you know, we got our ups and downs, but.
Right. Okay. Peggy, you tell him what the secret is.
Well, Scott, you know how you always tell me you want me to get out more and have more fun, and that I've worked really hard taking care of you and taking care of our house and everything, and that you really want me to enjoy life more. I've really been enjoying life a lot more lately.
Great.
You know how you kind of wish that I would start seeing somebody?
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know him pretty well. Scott, I've been seeing Dean.
Oh, my God.
We've been like having an affair for about 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really good, and we've really enjoyed each other.
Wow.
But we really care about how you feel, too.
What, I mean, ever since I was 17, you've always been hitting on my friends, so, I mean, I figured one day it would happen, but...
Well, you did. I didn't.
I didn't think it'd be Dean.
Oh, I didn't either. It wasn't.
Why
that
wouldn't it
on
be
purpose.
Dean?
Well, I mean, I thought, I don't know, he had more class than that. He was better, more respected himself.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
not so
I'm not
bad.
gonna go sleep with one of my friends' moms, you know, I mean.
Well, not on purpose, no. But we didn't set out. This wasn't a plan on purpose. But the thing is, he sees me as the woman that I am, and you see me as June Cleaver, you know.
Well, yeah, but.
And I just want you to know that I'm really a woman, and I've really been enjoying his company, but we do care about how you feel, and that's why we wanted you to know so that we could deal with it openly. And I will respect your feelings on the matter. But I thank you for bringing your friends home. It's been really, really delightful. Very interesting.
Yeah.
What are you feeling? I know it's kind of a shock, but what are you feeling?
Yeah, well, I'm upset, you know, but I mean, what is there really to say?
Right.
I mean, it's like, she's
Okay.
always been hitting on my friends, always.
Well, wait,
always.
wait. Scott, let's talk about the difference between flirting with people or joking with them or really hitting on them.
Yeah.
Hitting on them is probably not what your mother was doing. When I use hitting on
A
is
lot of them, yeah.
really hitting on them?
Trying, yeah, to see
Is-
if they bite back.
Is that true?
I don't think so. I've always just been a big tease. I mean,
well.
no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Are you angry about this?
Yeah. You know, I'm hurt.
What
yeah.
part of
I
it
mean,
makes you angry?
That, you know, I don't know, because it's my friend,
Right?
and it's my mom. It's just not right. It doesn't seem right to me.
Okay.
You know?
No.
So,
Scott, Dean, were you listening to what we were saying? You were able to hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to say anything to him? Scott, do you want to say anything to Dean?
why? I mean, how? How could you, man? I mean,
Wasn't planned. It
yeah.
just happened.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I mean,
Anything else you want to ask him or them?
are you guys gonna continue?
I'd like to.
Bet you would.
Yeah, I would. But I respect your feelings too, so that's what we want to hear from you.
Well, I hope it's up. I mean, because I'm not gonna approve of it.
Just, how do you feel about her?
Sex is good.
Yeah. Fair enough. Would there be any plan to continue the relationship, or do you know that it's an episode in your life?
It's just all about sex to me.
Okay, we will be right back.
If he's a real good friend, he'd respect my feelings and stop.
Maybe you know someone I had sex with now, but I'm a woman, Scott, and I have the right to have a good relationship
Not with a friend of mine.
with another human being. Why should I do
The
that?
age doesn't matter to me. I could less about the age. That doesn't matter to me. If he's a real good friend, he'd respect my feelings and stop.
This is Cindy. She's here because her high school sweetheart has a secret that he would like to share with her. Cindy, you've been out of school for a few years. My understanding is that you dated this person in high school for a number of years. Name is Don Waltz, right?
Yes.
Okay. When was the last time you saw him?
Well, Sally, let me start off by first telling you, I met him at a music camp,
Okay.
and we both played an instrument, and I met him there, and I was kind of shy, still am kind of, and
You're doing fine. You really are. You're doing very nice.
when we started dating, he'd asked me to a dance, and we went, and my parents had to meet his parents, obviously. It was really kind of a,
It's nice. It's
yeah,
old-fashioned,
just a real,
but it's
real
very,
old-fashioned.
very nice.
Yes,
Now, did you see him when you were in high school?
yes.
Okay, when did you see him last? I mean, why did you stop seeing him?
Well, Don went on a church mission, and I last saw him at the airport.
At the airport. Where did he go?
He went to Chile,
All right, and how long was he going to be gone?
18 months.
Do you have any idea about the secret that Don wants to reveal to you?
Maybe a couple guesses, but nothing major. I thought maybe it was something about our relationship, or Don was very, very, a very nice guy, always very polite.
Cindy, say hello to your high school sweetheart. recognize Don?
Kind of.
As you
Why
know,
would you do this on TV?
as you know, he's very well, and that should make you feel a lot better, right? Okay. Don has been living as a woman for the past 7 years. Don is no longer Don. Don is Jessica. Are you all right?
Yeah, that's still, I mean,
Good. Good for you. Jessica, why don't you turn to Cindy and tell her what you've gone through, why you wanted to do this, what's happening in your life, so she understands.
Where would you like me to start?
Anywhere you want, Jessica, anywhere you want. Everyone has said you're a very nice person.
Thank you.
Why did you want to tell her what you're doing? Why didn't you just go on living like a woman and never run into her again?
We had quite the friendship, and I wanted to rekindle that. I haven't talked to you for so long. Kept in touch through my parents, and then we lost touch completely. They didn't know what had happened to you, and I was wondering, and I've been wondering ever since I got back from my mission.
Were you dressing as a woman when you were on your religious mission in Chile?
No.
No?
But I had feelings this way. I'd had them all along.
I
Through
think
high
that
school.
you don't have a lot of friends, so Cindy is important to you. Cindy, can you accept your high school sweetheart as your friend, Jessica? Can Don be Jessica?
I think anybody should be, yeah, I think that.
Anybody should be able to do that. Good for you. We'll be right back.
I'm just gonna tell you, okay?
Tell me. I just keep. Oh, Chris, there's certain things I can deal with and certain things I can't.
But he's acting like he doesn't even know me.
Well, excuse me.
You are the cop. Get off my stage.
Today we're giving people a chance to reveal shocking secrets to loved ones. And by the way, this is not an easy thing to do. God knows it's not easy to hear some of the things also that are being said. But for my guests today, each of them has told us that it's very important to tell usually a family member or a friend what's going on. And I think that's the case with my next guest. I just asked him, is he afraid? And he said, you're very honest. You said yes, right?
I'm very afraid.
Very afraid. This is Chris, and he's here today to tell his mother Joni a secret. And he said to me, I think she's going to what?
She's gonna snap.
She's going to snap.
Yes.
In front of all these people, she's going to snap?
Maybe not. Maybe not now, but she will.
Snap
As soon as we
eventually.
walk out that door, she will.
Okay. Joni is waiting in a secluded area and can't see or hear anything that we're saying. Tell me about your relationship with your mother.
It's been good. My whole life, me and my mother have been very, very close. We used to sit up at night and like share a bowl of cereal together and talk about what happened during the day and any problems that I was having with school or with friends or anything like that.
What's the secret you want to tell your mother?
I'm gonna tell my mother that I'm bisexual.
And that?
That I have a boyfriend that I've been living with for the past month.
You are living, what's his name? You've been living with him for the past month. Now, a lot of young men or women come to the point where they have to tell their parents this. Why are you so concerned about telling her the secret?
My parents and my friends, my whole family basically, have they've always been really homophobic. We used to watch your TV show, and me and my mom would sit and make fun of all the gay people that were on the TV show.
Did you?
And it was like until just a month ago that I actually had these feelings at all. I never thought about it before ever.
All right. How old are you?
18.
You feel that she is so against gays, which is really what homophobic means, that what will she do to you?
Probably disown me. I really think so.
Do you have a father?
No. Never met him.
Never met your father.
Mm-mm.
How will the other members of the family take the information?
Not good at all.
None of them?
No.
You're going
I
to
don't
be
think any
like
of them at all.
somebody they're going to just oust and never see again.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It hurts. It really does to know that.
Is it more
To feel
important?
that I won't be accepted for who I am, but for...
Is it more important to tell them the truth? Maybe you should keep this a secret?
No. I don't think I should keep it a secret because how can I go through the rest of my whole life just being a total secret? Can't do it.
I can't protect you from when you have to go off stage with her, but I can protect you as long as we're out here and maybe the shock will register, right?
Yeah.
You gonna do
I
it?
hope so.
You gonna do it?
Yeah. I have
Okay. Let's bring out Joni. So,
Please welcome Joni.
Joni, welcome to the show.
Why, thank you.
Sit down. Thank you very much for being here. Now, you know you're here because Chris has something he wants to tell you that he's very, very worried about, okay?
Right.
Right. And you said you were willing to hear whatever he has to say, good, bad, indifferent. Is that correct?
Correct.
Do you have any idea what it is?
Absolutely none.
None. Chris told us that you're a good mom and he had a really good relationship with you. Chris, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna tell you. Okay.
Tell me.
I'm bisexual.
You're not serious. Oh. I just keep... Oh, Chris, there's certain things I can deal with and certain things I can't. No. When did this come about?
Just recently.
Oh.
Just in the past month.
Why?
I don't know why. I've always been looking for somebody, anyone, and I found somebody, and it's a guy.
I'm not real happy with this.
Didn't think you would be.
No.
I just didn't want to keep lying all the time to you.
You know, I don't think, because people who are gay have a very tough life, I don't think that any mother upon, or father, or sister or brother, upon hearing this goes, oh, whoopee, I'm so glad. I can't imagine that I would, or that any other parent would. However, it can make you sad, and I would understand that. I think I would know how you're feeling. But this is your child, and if your child is whatever your child is, they want to be the best they can, and they want you to love them. And you know what? If they can't accept it, they can't. Then that's all right. If they feel they can't, that's okay. Then you go and you have to live your life your way. Okay? Be on your own and take care of yourself. And they will have lost the benefit of your relationship. Okay? We'll be right back.
the love is gone. I love him to death.
Wait, you've been married how long?
But we've been together for 4 years off and on.
But you've been married
Since January.
How can the love be gone that quickly? What happened?
Yep, that's probably one of the reasons.
You married someone and it was never there?
Well, I've got a daughter. I was scared.
Is he cheating?
No, I am.
You are.
You know I love you to death. Can I finish talking, please? And you have done more than enough for our family. You work your butt off, you do everything. But you told me to stop seeing him, and I have been still seeing him. And I am falling more in love with him than I was.
There was still one question of whether Greg is even the father of the baby. The paternity test results people a chance to reveal a secret to someone that they care very much about. Sometimes when we want someone to know something, we tell someone else, thereby taking the onus off ourselves so that that person can, quote, do our dirty work. Perhaps that's happening in this segment. I want you to meet Gabrielle. He's here because his cousin Desiree has a secret she wants to reveal to him and the rest of the family. But he's the one she has chosen to tell the family. Gabrielle, tell me about your cousin. You described her as hardworking, upstanding citizen. She is a nurse.
Yeah, she has a nursing degree and
Right.
very conservative. She's very helpful around, all the reunions. She's always helping out.
She works 2 shifts at a local restaurant,
Yeah.
something like that, to make ends meet, right?
Exactly.
Okay, do you have any idea what she wants to tell you?
I have no idea. I mean, regardless of what it is, I will be behind her 100%.
You will be.
Unconditional love towards my cousin.
How nice of you. I think that's important. Great. She also lives with her mother and her 2 brothers?
Yeah.
Is yours a good, it looks like it's a good family, is it?
Yeah, very good, very together, she's a very nice girl.
We're going to let her describe to you the secret she's been keeping from you and the family. When the show airs, it won't be a secret anymore, so it's your job. Desiree, come on out.
There we go.
Tell your cousin what you've been up to.
I'm a stripper.
What happened to the conservative Desiree?
Do you know he just described you to me as being very conservative? What happened?
I got laid off my nursing job, and I needed to make some money, and I was not going to work in a McDonald's because I have too much of an education to be $4 an hour.
Right.
I can't be surviving myself $4 an hour.
So you've been stripping?
Yeah, it's good money.
What do you
Need the money to pay bills.
Now, I am guessing that you didn't dare tell your grandmother, your mother, and everybody in the house. So you want him to tell for you, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Well, like I said, I mean, no matter what, unconditional love towards my cousin, and I don't care.
We'll be right back.
You are the foul. Get off my stage.
Let's let Gilda start at the beginning. People are very down on the mother.
Well, it's understandable.
Yeah.
You know what?
Takes two.
It takes two, but you're supposed to be the more mature one. Excuse me. Okay, it's obvious you feel you're getting older, you're at your sexual peak, you think, but there are many different men around that you could take who may not even be as age appropriate to you, but still are not your son's friend. That's crossing the line. You have raised the issue of trust. You have put yourself out there as a seductress to your son, and then you had the audacity to tell your son that his friend was providing you great sex. This isn't a conversation you have with a son. That's right.
Rachel, I said you would talk to her.
Yeah, this takes my heart away. Yes. Backstage, he told me he does not want to marry her. And you know what? You can understand that feeling. We can all understand that. He is very, very much in pain right now. It's shocking, A, to find that the woman that you have been living with and loving and supporting has taken off with somebody else. But then when that somebody else turns out to be your brother, I mean, that's really adding insult to injury. What I can't understand, and this is why I'm going to be working with this couple after the show, and for quite a while afterwards. But what I can't understand was you were amazed at his reaction. What's that all about? Why? What did you expect him to say? Please tell me.
Nothing.
You expected him to say nothing?
Just be mad. But he's acting like he doesn't even know me.
Well, excuse me.
If you love someone, no matter what they do, you still talk to them.
But wait a minute. He thought he did know you. And apparently he didn't know you. That's why he's reacting this way. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
Do you want to marry her? I mean, you've given...
No.
This story is particularly upsetting to me because you have watched the Sally Show many times with your son and you have made fun of gay people who have come on. You said your
Both
son.
of us have.
Both of you have.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and let me make this very clear, sometimes when we make fun of other people, it's because of the fears that we feel within ourselves. So, really.
Hi, my name is Jerry, and I'm really touched by your story, and I'd like to give you a life experience. I am too. I am gay, and I love myself, and I live for myself. I made that big step about a couple years ago, and I told my parents that I was gay. My parents disowned me for about a year. They didn't want nothing to do with me for a long time. But it's just over the time, there's been a lot of changes. I'm not telling you what to do in your life or what you to do. Please, it's the worst thing in the world to have your family turn your back on you. Please love your son. Your son loves you, and you love your son. It's the hardest thing when my mom hung up the phone with me, and they didn't want to ever talk to me for about a year.
Well, you know what? It's no accident that you're here today to tell your story to this woman.
Please.
We'll be right back.
move on with his life and hopes to meet a woman he can trust.
Fascinating hour visiting with these people. Gilda, you're the best. I was going to say it off
thanks,
camera.
Sally.
Why not say it on camera?
Thank you.
What we are going to do, I think they really need some help over there in the middle. What we're going to do is dip back into your lives about 6 months from now and find out how things are going. Thank you for being with us.